year ago, we had an employer.
Ambiente.
The islands, right?
Our first interview is with a typical and well-known Uptown food stop, Grote Berg Snack. Here is their story.
My name is Bernadine Akins, owner of Grote Berg Snack. I'm 40 years old. I'm a young entrepreneur. I own the business by the name of Bernadine Akins. I love to cook, love wine drinking. Yeah.
Give us some history of Grote Berg Snack.
Well, Grote Berg Snack is in existence for 24 years.
Wow.
We started, my parents started the business in 1996. So we actually have 24 years going. Grote Berg Snack actually started out selling pastici, and from there on we started with Johnny Cake. Why Johnny Cake? We wanted to introduce the Caribbean cuisine on the island. There was not much places here on the island that offer that, so we wanted to start offering a Caribbean cuisine, which is Johnny Cakes. And from there on we started with lunch also, which are some bit of local dishes, but also Caribbean food. But our main focus is Johnny Cakes.
At what point did you feel the need to get involved, and how did that process go from just getting involved to even owning the business?
My parents had the business, but it was kind of only of whatever profit they had was for them. There was not actually to enjoy for tomorrow, for the future. So basically a few years ago, I started getting to know the ins and outs of the business. Administrative, taxes, and also, the ins and outs of the business. Also, how to make the products and what I need to do to make the products, etc., etc., etc.
And how did that go between you and your parents? Because I could imagine after they've invested so many years into it, how was their response to you actually asking to take over the business?
They were really excited because, for something that they worked so hard, the legacy, and to continue that legacy, so that, I can look back and they can look back and see, you know what, we've done a good job. It's not an easy process, but
did you always want to be an entrepreneur?
It was comfortable working for a company for almost 20 years. It was easy just getting up, going to work and get paid. But then over a few years, I started to feel then that, this is not enough for me. I needed more, and I needed to take over my parents' business. It was also a daily struggle for my parents, and they needed the support also.
What changes mainly have you been able to accomplish since you've taken over the business officially?
Taking over the business, we were on a shaky foundation, and as of today, I can say we are on a solid foundation. Why? My parents actually had the business, but they did not see the profit. And today, my mom can actually get a salary from the business.
Wow. So your parents are still involved in the business?
My mom, she does the usually cooking. Yeah. She is
She is the queen of the kitchen.
the queen of the kitchen. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit of your background, of your family background, because this is a family-owned business. Tell me a little bit about your parents and that background a little bit.
A little bit of a background. My parents are actually from Grenada. They came over here very young, and they have about 40-something years here already on the island. My dad actually was born a Peruvian and then grew up in Grenada and came back here. It's a family-owned business. We try to cater to the community, Caribbean cuisine, mainly Grenadian food.
People really want Caribbean food on the island?
Yes. Do I see the need for Caribbean food? Yes. We do need more Caribbean cuisine here on the island.
Besides the fact that people can come here and buy food, what else do you offer as a business?
We have catering service also, so if people are interested to have a party, if they are having a party and they want us to cater, we cater also food for them, mainly snacks or food, yeah, Caribbean food. Or if they want local dishes also, we can prepare local dishes.
As a VBA, you can do so many different things. You have other passions that you are, or other things that you want to pursue, other business ideas, or is it mostly the Grote Berg Snack and cooking and stuff like that?
Correct. I have the business VBA now, and indeed it can branch out in a little more. And my main goal is to maybe branch out in a restaurant, maybe make here a restaurant to give the guests a home feeling. One of my biggest goals is exporting Johnny cakes. We have one of the best delicious Johnny cakes on the island, for sure.
So you would export it to
Mainly maybe US, Holland, places that's difficult, you know. It's harder for them.
to get a little piece of the Caribbean
Correct.
at where they are. Awesome. That seems like very ambitious goals, and I'm sure
Thank you.
you can achieve them.
Yes.
What would you advise anyone, being a young entrepreneur yourself, having seen the entrepreneurial spirit of your parents as well in starting the business, but what would you advise any person who is wanting to start a business?
Anybody that wants to start a business, it is not an easy process, but I would suggest if you're doing it, take the leap of faith. I actually had a good friend that I confided in, and she helped me again with the ins and outs. So if you are going to start a business, get somebody that knows the ins and outs of a business, can guide you. But for yourself, you need to know the word of a company, what it entails, what you need to offer, and what you in the company needs to do also to uphold that company. It is not only selling, but also there's the back, as I say, the back office of the business also. Marketing, back office, the hard work, the dedication. And don't let nobody tell you that, no, you can't. You can.
When you think on entrepreneurship, many times we think maybe because I don't have a bachelor's in business, or maybe I don't. Sometimes I'm just creative. Would you advise that person to still jump in to business?
Yeah, I would advise them to jump in if you don't have a background of business. I myself, I finished Marvel, and I worked about 20 years in tourism, so I don't really have the background of business, but with help, with the proper guidance, you can make it. Yeah, you just have to push.
What is your greatest wish for St. Nicholas?
What is my greatest wish for St. Nicholas? We as St. Nicholas, we can unite a bit more. We can support each other a bit more. We cannot go back to the past, but at least St. Nicholas was one of the main towns. We should bring back St. Nicholas, that united.
What do you envision with a united St. Nicholas?
We need to become one. We have different cultures in the island, in St. Nicholas especially, and we should combine it more and give out more to the community out there, more to the tourists out there. We can do so much more.
Well, Bernadine, we want to thank you on behalf of Uptown Rising for just sharing with us a little bit of your story. I believe that we can inspire each other once we hear how someone else did it, maybe the struggles that they went through, but also the victories. And so we celebrate with you in your new journey of taking a Grote Berg Snack to the next level, and your expansions in whatever way that you see fit and necessary for you to grow. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and we look forward to seeing what else Grote Berg Snack comes up with next.
Thank you, Tabitha, for having us. And yeah, we will continue to improve.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. We hope you've been inspired. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.